Raygun, a 36-year-old Sydneysider, took to the Olympic stage in Paris with an eye-catching breakdancing routine that quickly made headlines. It wasn't because of her technical skill, but because of its quirky, unconventional style. The performance ignited a mix of reactions, from amusement to downright fury. Critics accused Raygun of embarrassing the nation and taking a spot that belonged to a more technically proficient dancer. In fact, the outrage was so intense that over 45,000 people signed a petition claiming she manipulated the selection process. But wait, did she really? The Australian Olympic Committee was quick to slam the petition, calling it vexatious and misleading. And yet, the critics persisted. It seemed Raygun's performance had become a flashpoint for something much bigger: how we define national pride, and what it means to represent your country on the world stage. Enter Peter FitzSimons, a journalist and commentator who's never been shy about sharing his opinions. He stepped into the debate with a fiery defense of Raygun, branding her critics completely joyless, un-Australian sods. FitzSimons argues that the real embarrassment isn't Raygun's performance, it's the reaction of her haters. He pointed out that while her routine may not have been the pinnacle of Olympic athleticism, it was fun, and most of the world laughed along with it. So why are some Australians so angry? FitzSimons didn't stop there. He went after the petitioners, accusing them of nastiness and feeding into a culture of hate. He even suggested that the critics' rage was amplified by bully boys and bully girls of talkback radio and tabloid TV. It's a harsh accusation, but does he have a point? After all, this isn't the first time we've seen an outpouring of national outrage over a sporting performance. But in Raygun's case, was it warranted, or was it an overreaction? Now, here's where things get even more interesting. PR king Max Markson predicted that Raygun would go on to build an enormous brand, with potential deals from big international companies like Adidas and McDonald's. But FitzSimons was skeptical, pouring cold water on the idea that Raygun's viral fame would translate into commercial success. According to him, sponsors in Australia would run screaming from the controversy, and overseas, her performance has already been forgotten. But what does Raygun herself have to say about all this? After her performance went viral, she took to Instagram to share a deeply personal message. She admitted that while she went out there to have fun, she also took her Olympic preparation seriously. What she didn't expect was the flood of hate she would receive. The online onslaught, the wild conspiracy theories, it was all overwhelming. But through it all, Raygun remained resilient, standing by her performance and the hard work she put into it. This story is about more than just one performance. It's a reflection of how we as a society react to public figures, especially when they don't meet our expectations. Should the Olympics be only about technical excellence, or is there room for fun and creativity on the world stage? And when someone doesn't fit into our idea of what it means to represent a country, does that justify the kind of backlash Raygun received? In the end, Raygun's story isn't just about breakdancing, it's about the clash between old-school views of what it means to represent a nation and the evolving idea of individuality and expression in sports. Thanks for tuning into the Fame Journey as we explored the controversy surrounding Raygun's Olympic performance. Whether you found it funny, frustrating, or somewhere in between, this story challenges us to think about the way we react to those in the spotlight. Are we too quick to judge? And are the critics really the ones embarrassing the nation? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into the stories that matter. And as always, we want to hear from you. What do you think? Was the backlash fair, or did it go too far? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious, stay engaged, and keep exploring the journey of fame with us.